Have you ever wondered if going to college or graduate school is the right choice for you? Now, while I can't answer for you, I'd like to share some of the insights on why I decided to go to graduate school at my age and my point in the profession. So stay tuned. Howdy, folks. Well, I checked the weather. They said it was flurrying out. I don't know. It's actually warmer than it has been the last couple of days, but nonetheless, it's happy February 1st. We made it through January. I don't know why. I try to schedule and budget my month out and stuff like that, but it always seemed to have this rush up right at the last few days of the month where I just have all this work piled up on me. I have no clue why. It's the first of the month. I call it bill out day, but anyway. Wanted to chat a little bit about why I decided to go to college or go to graduate school, in my early 40s like I did, and it might help provide some insight on whether or not going to graduate school is the right thing for you being you wondering where you're at in your career and advancing your career and stuff like that. A little bit of background on me. When I was in high school, college just financially was not an option at all. My parents basically said point blank, we cannot afford to pay for you to go to college. And there weren't a lot of the same programs nowadays that there are nowadays to help fund college. So my real only option was get a job, go in the military. So I went in the military, and luckily the military provided me a pretty good college fund, through the GI Bill and stuff like that. I came out of the military, worked in the corporate world and contracted for a couple years, and just basically jumped right into entrepreneurship. Owned and ran my company for a decade, and then I came out of it. I'm not gonna say financially set, but I had a safety net when I came out of running my business. So I was able to kind of find myself a little bit more and figure out what I wanted to do and what I was ready to do, and that's when I fell into the marketing communications field. And I had already known plenty from running my own company, and if you see my past videos, you've heard the story before. Now, I had a lot of knowledge, and I was very functional day to day as far as being able to serve clients and help clients and actually get an effective result. But there was kind of something missing, and especially at this point in my life, I was like, I want to enrich myself, enrich my knowledge, and expand the scope of my thinking. So that's why I ultimately decided to, go to graduate school and get a master's degree in integrated marketing communications from West Virginia University. Now, I'm sure the university doesn't want to hear this. It's probably not going to make it on one of their advertisements or something like that. I'm not going to say I learned one heck of a lot of new information from the graduate program, but granted, I'd been a business owner and a marketer for 15 years at that point when I started. So a lot of the things that I was able to put together myself over the years, but what it did do for me was it expanded the depth of my knowledge. It gave me a little more of a wider scope view, and it filled in a lot of gaps. So for me, it really didn't, because having a graduate degree, I don't think it's not going to help me all that much in my career at this point. But what it is going to help me do is have that expanded level of thinking, the deeper level of thought, the gaps filled in to where I can go out and have the confidence and the knowledge to reel in the bigger fish, to get the bigger accounts, to tackle the bigger marketing projects. So, my best advice for someone regarding whether it's going to college or graduate school, what route they want to take is, I was at a point in my life where I knew what I wanted, I knew where I was at, I was very comfortable in my skin, And while I had tried college when I was younger, I wasn't very successful because my head wasn't there. I wanted to go out, explore the world, make money. So, like Gary Vee, respect him a lot. He says college is a joke and all like that. For most people it may be, but for some people, if you're at that right point in your life, it can be very, very valuable and enriching and a great experience like it has been for myself. So if you're thinking about going to college and you're not sure, before you drop the money, say you want to go to college for engineering, go intern at an engineering firm and see if you like what they have to offer before you plop 100, 150, 200 grand in an engineering program, okay? You like veterinary science, okay? I know the local school district here in Chesterfield has veterinary science at the tech center. You can take programs for free and decide if you like it, okay? So, sample the buffet before you go and fill up your plate and commit to a whole plate, i.e. a college education, okay? And there's plenty of ways to do that. And who cares if you graduate high school and you work a night job, waiting table or something like that, and intern for free at some place during the day for a year, okay? You know what? I finally got an undergrad degree in my late 30s. I'll be 43 when I finish my master's degree, okay? Life's not a race. If you have to take a year, 2 years, 3 years to figure out, if you want to go to college, if that program is right for you, I think it's time well spent, because would you rather spend a year or two figuring out what you really want to do, what you want to study, even more, versus drop $250,000 on a degree that you hate what you're doing? Okay, so think about that. Okay, there's plenty of ways to sample the goods before you jump in to get a college degree in something. Okay, plus when you get to college and you have to change your major, no matter what you do, is always going to add at least a year. Okay, so factor that in if you say, I can just go to college and change my major later. Every time you change your major, okay, every situation always adds a year. Okay, so think about that too. But bear in mind, just know who you are, know what you want before you plop down this serious cash on a college education, okay? Because student loan debt is no joke, okay? And the years you're going to spend in college are no joke, all right? You only have a finite number of years on this planet. That's my advice. Take it for what it's worth. I'll talk to you later, folks. Have a great day.